Richard Madeley is reportedly too ill to join his Good Morning Britain co-stars on Monday's show following his early exit from I'm a Celebrity. The GMB presenter, 65, left the Welsh camp after falling ill in the early hours of Thursday morning, prompting an emergency dash to a local hospital, which subsequently resulted in him breaking the COVID bubble formed with his campmates. And discussing Richard's experience on Friday's show, his fellow GMB star Richard Arnold also spoke of the host swapping £200,000 fee, admitting he's not sure he'll forfeit his fee yet. During the show, presenter Ben Shepherd was joined by Richard Arnold, Nick Hewer, and Ruthie Henschel, where they discussed the ITV show and Richard's unfortunate exit. Ben admitted that show bosses are unsure whether the former This Morning anchor would be well enough to join them, stating, "Apparently we'll be talking to him on Monday. Maybe we won't. We're hearing he's too ill. Okay, hopefully we'll talk to Richard on Monday." Sharing his opinion on Richard having to leave the camp, Ben added, "It was short and sweet. It's such a shame because Richard was the person who was trying to persuade the others not to leave and all of a sudden, he's gone. It sounds like it was a bit of a COVID-19 protocol issue. He broke the bubble to go to hospital and then couldn't go back in. I feel like someone's made a bit of a mistake there. It's such a shame though because he's already been such an integral part of the show." In a statement Richard, who was believed to be treated at Glenclwyd Hospital in Rhyl, reassured fans that he's fine after his health scare, but confirmed he had to quit the series after breaking the show's COVID bubble. Meanwhile, Richard Arnold said the star's exit was a devastating loss for the show, and also added that he was unsure whether Richard's tasty £200,000 fee would be forfeited now he's out. He said, "I think it's a devastating loss for the show, and also he's been courted by the show for years and he said it was something he desperately wanted to do. And 4 days, and we're told quite a big wedge as well, whether or not he'll forfeit the fee or not, I'm not across that but it's quite a tasty sum of money." As the Good Morning Britain star's departure from the 2021 series was due to medical reasons and not from quitting of his own accord, it is thought he will get his full salary, which is believed to be an eye-watering £200,000, after just 4 days in the jungle. Richard also said of the situation, with Simon Gregson and Adam Woodyard going in, "I mean they're brilliant signings as well, but Dickie was very much a marquee signing." The duty of care would have been paramount with Richard on set, and there is an on-set medical team at all times as well, but it was felt that perhaps it was escalated to take him to hospital for a reason, and a very valid reason, because Richard no doubt would have protested. In a major blow to the show as one of their top signings, the broadcaster, who was paid an estimated £200,000 to star in this year's competition, was taken ill hours after participating in a grueling trial and complaining about the castle's freezing temperatures. In a statement to fans, he said, "Hello all. Richard here, firstly just to say that I'm absolutely fine. I started to feel briefly unwell in the small hours of the morning and was taken to hospital as a precaution. By leaving the camp, I had consequently broken the COVID bubble and as such I've had to leave the castle and all the wonderful celebs that remain in the camp. Obviously I'm gutted to be leaving so soon but the safety of all the campmates is the #1 priority. I'm incredibly excited to watch their journey continue, even more so at the prospect of being somewhere a little warmer than Grich Castle. Thank you to everyone who supported me on my brief but completely unforgettable adventure. I've made some great friends and honestly had the time of my life. An I'm A Celebrity spokesperson added, "Our strict COVID protocols means Richard has sadly had to leave the show as he is no longer in the bubble the celebrities form when entering the castle. He has been a truly brilliant campmate and we thank him for being part of this series." A source also told Mail Online, "Richard is devastated. He was doing his best in the trials and embracing every part of life in camp. This isn't the way he saw his I'm A Celeb journey ending. Richard going back to camp would pose as too much of a risk to the other contestants, who have isolated and formed a bubble to protect themselves from a possible COVID-19 outbreak on set. Everyone on the show will miss him, has been a huge part of camp and it's so disappointing he won't be able to return." It had been thought that musician DJ Locksmith had been enlisted as a standby contestant, but no one is set to replace Richard in the castle. Richard's daughter Chloe, 34, revealed her father is livid he can't go back into the I'm A Celebrity camp after his shock hospital dash. She wrote, "Thanks for all your lovely messages, Dad's absolutely fine, we've been speaking to him all day and ultimately, has just livid he can't go back into camp because of COVID restrictions." Meanwhile, I'm A Celebrity bosses are reportedly fearing they may lose more of the show's stars following Richard Madeley's departure on Thursday. The series is said to have been thrown into chaos behind the scenes after three of the celebrities, Arlene Phillips, Naughty Boy and Frankie Bridge have sought urgent medical treatment. The Strictly Judge, 78, is reportedly being medicated for chronic pain while the music producer, 36, is struggling mentally and the Saturday's singer, 32, has developed a rash that doctors are battling to diagnose. The reports come after Richard, arguably the show's biggest signing, was forced to leave I'm A Celeb after being admitted to hospital and was unable to re-enter the castle after breaking the COVID-safe bubble to be treated. The Sun reports Arlene is on painkillers for chronic pain, while Naughty Boy is having a tough time mentally due to being away from his dementia-stricken mum. Frankie is said to have developed a rash and has had to seek medical attention. A source said, "There are growing concerns for Arlene who is really struggling and in chronic pain. She is being helped around by the likes of David Ginola and Naughty Boy and is looking really frail. It's hard enough roughing it in the ruins of an old castle let alone at 78 years old. She is a trooper and wants to show everyone how tough she is." The insider said Naughty Boy, real name Shahid Khan, is having counseling over his mother's health. They said, has been speaking to the show's psych team, led by Sandra Scott, on a specially set up iPad to make sure he is staying upbeat. This is the longest he has been away from his mother since her diagnosis, so they are keen to make sure he's not spiraling quietly. Also adding to producers' worries is Frankie, who has reportedly been given an ointment to treat a rash with doctors unsure about what has caused it. The source said ITV simply can't afford to lose any names, especially after Richard left the camp just 4 days after the show started. Mail Online has contacted ITV for comment. Arlene and Naughty Boy have both previously expressed their desire to leave Gwyrch Castle after struggling in breakout camp, The Clink. The music producer had been particularly vocal about his desire to leave following the treacherous Straps trial, with the star remarking, "My time here is done."